Evening race fans, and welcome to another thrilling round of the Mystic Racing League's Octane Outlaws Cup Series. Live tonight from the legendary Watkins Glen International, it's the AMSOIL 201 at the Glen. Welcome in here once again to the Mystic Racing League. We're set for 82 laps of high-speed strategy, Outlaws racing action here. AMSOIL 201 at the Glen, presented by SuperOilPro.com. My name is Sean Stam. Alongside me here tonight is Marvin Samoya. Got our one and only producer, GJ Lyon, here tonight, a seasoned voice and producer within sim racing. Marvin's joining me up here alongside the booth. Marvin, how you doing here on this wonderful, wonderful race evening?
Doing great, Sean. I'm glad to be here, looking at this great racing here, and looking forward to watching the guys tear up the Watkins Glen circuit.
Continue to work our way through the race schedule. Here we are tonight, the legendary Watkins Glen Cup layout, 8 turns, 2.45 miles to work with. It's going to be a great fun one. Then just next week, we head to that Daytona Oval, then Darlington, New Hampshire, Bristol Motor Speedway, Richmond, and then heading to Atlanta on the 5th. Welcome in here once again to Ball and Cat Productions. I appreciate every single one of you joining in here tonight as we are live from the virtual Watkins Glen Raceway. Once again, that cup layout, 8 treacherous turns. There's a little bit of elevation we're going to have to work with. Marvin, this is both of one of our favorite road courses here in the sim. Walk us through it, explain why here, buddy.
Yeah, Sean, this track is producing very good battles, high-speed turns, a lot of momentum, and the drivers now will have to face a little bit higher than normal temperatures. So it's going to be a little bit slick, a lot of passing, and the driver's going to have to make sure to keep the grip and the tires while keeping momentum through the corners and trying to make clean passes.
Definitely we'll have to keep an eye on that turn 1 on the race start as well as race restarts. Looking at our playoff standings here, Evan Janik is leading us, as well as followed just ever so closer by Isaac Wilson. How about Andrew Allen, Rayshon Winkfield, Adam Holston, Brett Wren, Christian Barnes, Alex Pollock, John Ullman, Aaron Espy just outside that top 10. How about Jackson Halata, Caleb Hunt, Joshua Gilman, Reggie Kime, David Moore, Zach White, and then that playoff cutoff line right at that 17th spot, Joshua Thornton, Alan Zuckhoff, as well as Jared. We're going to have to keep an eye on that playoff cutoff here line tonight because look at those points. It is just 18 separating that 16th and 17th spot. Second look at our race analysis here tonight. 82 laps to work with here from this treacherous 8-turn road course. Of course, we got the stage breaks to work with here tonight. Local cautions until the stage breaks. That's when we will re-rack them and restack them. 6 tire sets to work with. That's going to be a name of the game here, Marvin, as we work with a little bit of higher temperatures than we were expecting. One faster pair for our drivers here tonight if they do happen to cook it there a little too deep into turn 1 or in that bus stop. As well as a 45% fuel window here tonight. That'll keep all these drivers on their guessing games, keeping these calculators hot running tonight. Appreciate every single one of you once again joining us here tonight on Ballin' Cat Productions. My name's Sean Stam. We got Marvin Samoa here up in the booth, as well as DJ Lyon producing it down here below, putting on the show for us fans here tonight. Well, you guys are the race fans. We are up here in the booth tonight. It's going to be a really fun race to watch. Be sure you got those drinks, you got those snacks ready. You're not going to want to leave your seat in this 82-lap race. Marvin, you here?
Yeah.
All right. How about it? That Busch Light number 23 Toyota Camry is going to put it on the pole here tonight. That's Rayshon Winkfield with that 1:11.361. But starting right there beside him will be Andrew Allen, just 0.043 seconds back. That number 96 Moses Chevrolet Camaro. Starting in row number 2 here tonight, Evan Janik, fast driver in practice. That AMSOIL number 71 Chevrolet Camaro starting in P3, and then right beside him is Andrew Shobe starting P4, just 0.8 of a second behind that pole time. Row 3 is going to be belonging to Adam Holston as well as Aaron Espy here tonight. 2 Chevrolet Camaros, number 8 and 16. Be sure you keep your eye on that number red, or the red as well as camo colored Chevrolets here tonight, especially on this race start. Throwing it to Marvin here for our 7th through 16th.
Starting P7, we're going to be looking at Michael Cole in a snap-on number 48 Chevy Camaro. Alongside him is going to be Christian Barnes and the number 27 Domino's Pizza. Man, I'm hungry for some Domino's right now.
Ooh, boy.
And we got Brett Wren and the number 24 AMSOIL Chevy Camaro. Alongside him is Robert McKay and the 88 Green Flag Machine. And we're going to be looking at number 25 in row for position 11, Andy Barry. And we're going to be looking at Alex Pollack in the number 92 AMSOIL Ford Mustang.
How about Reggie Kime starting in that 13th position? Number 9 Ford Mustang, David Moyer starting that 47th. He'll be starting 14th here tonight. Number 15th and 16th belongs to Alan Zukoff as well as Joshua Gillen, number 91 and number 10 Chevrolet Camaros and Ford Mustangs. Zach White and Gino Villianti. Apologies if I'm abusing that last name. Let me know down there in YouTube chat below. Zach and Gino starting 17th and 18th here tonight.
And we're going to be looking at this next row here, Jared Not Snyder and the number 82 AMSOIL Ford Mustang. And we're looking at Joshua Thornton and the number 29 Red Bull Chevy Camaro. Next in P21, Colin Bollinger and what looks like the Dr. Pepper machine with some Batman action on there. And next to him is going to be Jose Medina in the number 18 Toyota Camry.
Goodness.
Next we got
apologies there. I was just going to say big driver field here tonight, Marvin. We're working with Brad T. Nelson, Caleb Hunt there starting 23rd, 24th, keeping them going. 25th driver tonight here. It's going to be Stephen Gill, possibly with a helmet scheme of the race. Big ol' eyeball. You're going to need some big eyeballs here tonight with this higher track temp. Marvin, you referenced it earlier. We're going to have to be begging for tire grip here earlier on. Going to treat the tires like they're your babies here tonight. Take care of these Goodyear Eagles.
Absolutely, Sean. That's going to be the name of the game, tire preservation. It's going to be something that the drivers have to maintain, along with throttle control, to maintain those tires. Maybe a little bit pit strategy might come into play here.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get up, stand up for your life. These drivers are not going to give up the fight. 2 by 2 here at Watkins Glen Cup layout. Green flag racing. The field is in Wheatfield's hands. Here we go, heading into turn 1, side by side through the whole field. We're going to start to look 2 and 3 wide. That 3rd and 4th row back. Hard, deep braking into turn 1.
Oh, looks like we got a good clean. Oh, no, who is that? I think that is Barry. Oh, my goodness. Looks like he might have lost or got some help in turn 1. But other than that, looks like it's going to be a good, clean turn 1 start.
Working our way up through the S's. We started to look side by side for that 2nd spot. Now it's side by side for 4th and 5th on back. Unfortunately, Barry is on the end of the rope there during turn 1. Here we go. We're going to start to single it out here through this long, never-ending right-hand carousel.
Yeah, looks like a lot of the drivers ended up going through that bus stop with no issues there whatsoever. Got to carry that momentum right there from that turn after the bus stop. Carry that speed all the way through up until the next turn. And these drivers are definitely going to be making a lot of passes. Be sure to look out on the last lap. That may be a passing zone for some great, exciting finishes.
That Domino's Chevrolet Camaro is going to miss the apex there, and he's going to give it to that front runner of, I believe, that was the number 69 of Shobe there in front of him. But look at Wren there as well as McKay there. All these drivers continuing to push it hard earlier on. We are only on lap 2 of an 82-lap race. Of course, stage 1 ends at lap 20, stage 2 ending at lap 40. We're going to continue to push things up through the S's here and head into that tight, treacherous bus stop. Almost, we look like side by side. Got a quick replay here of the original start of the race, 3 wide. Oh, it's going to be a self-induced spin for the 25 of Barry. No contact there, but it's unfortunately that Ford machine has seen better days.
Yeah, looks like Barry might have lost it just a little bit. Remember, hot slick track with cold tires, then especially off that turn, looks a little bit off camber. Definitely gonna have to be careful with that. He might have just lost a little bit too much throttle and may have cost Barry a little bit, but he still got a caution in stage 1, so that he might be able to catch up again.
Well, no, Marvin, yourself, you come from road course racing. I know at the Apex Motor Club, both real life and sim racing world, you can tell us all how it is just trying to preserve tire temps, tire pressures earlier on in a run, especially at a hot, slick track like this. I was expecting to see that throttle a little bit more smooth there on the bottom side of your screen as we look at the telemetry for Bollinger here. He's in 19th, that number 63. He's showing us how to take these right turns as well as some left turns here for Knight from Watkins Glen, trying to keep these tires underneath of him.
Absolutely, Sean. Throttle control is going to be the name of the game. These cars are very heavy, 3,500 pounds with 600 horsepower, small block V8s on a hot, slick track. Throttle control, tire preservation is going to be the name of the game. So hopefully these drivers can keep it together and maintain those tires, because at the end of the day, tires may be the one thing that keeps you ahead of the pack.
Real quick, we've got Brianna down here live in YouTube land, as well as that DEL Jr., almost Dale Jr., Alice Allen, Joshua Gillen, all hanging out here, as well as Alex Pollock. Hopefully you're all having a great night here tonight as you have joined us live on Ball and Cat Productions. You're watching it, the AMSOIL 201. It's going to be a long but a fun one here live from the Glen. Fastest lap there for our race leader, 23, putting down a 111.4. He knows how to turn right. He knows how to turn left. He knows how to turn straight as well. As we had taken a look at another race replay here, this is going to be heading into the bus stop. Number 24, hard deep into the brakes.
Yeah, that looks like it was going to be a very good pass, and there he goes. He clears it. That's a very tough place to pass other drivers, but he made it work.
Appreciate Black Diamond Designs for coming on for our replays. Oh no, hang on to it. Oh, hard into the outside wall. He's going to drift across the racetrack, locking that puppy down. That's going to be some pretty heavy damage for the 24. We do have one fast repair here to work with tonight. You don't want to take it this early in the races. Oh, we just had a Mach 2 driver go Mach 2 into the outside wall. Hopefully the AMR safety team is down there. No cautions for incidents, but that was a big one heading into the bus stop. Looks like the 92 Ford Mustang is involved, as well as the 29.
Yeah, that looked like a really rough hit. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that toe is definitely knocked off on that Ford Mustang. Let's take a look at here. What may have happened? Looks like the back. Oh, what I noticed there's the back end backed out just a little bit, stepped out, and caused a premature turn in, which caused him to hit the inside guardrail and cause all that damage.
Comes Pollock as well, as just nowhere to go. Oh my God, vicious hit for the number 92. Once again, we will have a quick repair here tonight, as he's going to take it with that broken toe. There you see Alex Pollock black flagged for needing some repairs. He's not down and out of this race, as we have 2 cautions here tonight for both stage 1 and stage 2 at lap 20, lap 40. We got Ace High Racing also in live YouTube land saying, I had to miss this race. He's watching his teammates continue to battle, as we got some battles as well in the pit lane as well as on racetrack here. Once again, this is through turns 7, 8, and 9, side by side for that Moses Chevrolet Camaro. This is the battle for 3rd spot, continuing to run side by side. That's Alan Janik. Door quarter clear for the number 96, able to get back up to P2.
That was a nice move by Evan Janik, who's trying to look out over on Andrew, but it looks like he couldn't make it happen. But he's got the second quickest lap time so far, what I'm looking at on the field. So I think he's trying to get up there, but I think he's just going to back off, try to watch, try to preserve his tires, and see if he can get him again.
Hey, I'll tell you what, he's got some AMSOIL running on that engine of that Chevrolet Camaro. He continues to find some pace here tonight. Matter of fact, continues to close the gap. We'll hop on board through the bus stop here. You got to hang the right, hang the left, get as close as you can to these triangles, apexes, as we'll hang it back through the right-hander, the long carousel that never seems to end. This is when your left side tires are begging for mercy, as it looks like he's able to close that gap ever so slightly. 0.6 back is Allen, though, to the race leader.
One thing I did notice when we were on board camera with Evan Janik, I love the way that he approached the bus stop, coming in a little bit earlier in the braking zone, throttling up quicker, and getting that momentum that kind of helped him a little bit get closer to Andrew Allen. So hopefully it looks like he might get actual time back from that.
If you're a Reggie Kime fan here, driver number 91, Jegs Machine, hide your eyes, going to be black flagged for damage. As we'll take a look at it here, already smoking barbecue pit out of the number 91 machine, tries to find his way down into pit lane. He's able to somehow do it. He's racing, he's continuing to race other drivers in the pit lane. You got to slow and woe these NASCARs down to 41 miles per hour. It's a hard feat here. No pit speed limiters within these cars. That'll be a quick repair. Lots of real life races, I'm sure, wishing that they had that fast repair available to him, but no longer does the 91 have that fast repair. Here as we take a look at the number 82, running in 15th right now as we work our way down into turn 1 once again. Very nice spec map machine for that AMSOIL. He's not the 201, but the AMSOIL 2101 here tonight from Watkins Glen. We continue to turn some laps, and hopefully everybody down there in YouTube lands is having a nice, great night. As here's the Domino's Chevrolet Camaro. Oh, the 48 Snap-on goes around as well.
Yeah, it looks like he might have lost it. Let's see what happened here. Okay, coming through. Everything looks great.
Hang on to it.
Trying to hang on to it.
Like the Jaws music. You know it's about to happen.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Looks like it was coming from the bus stop right here. And, oh, right there. Looks like he went a little bit too deep. And that right rear tire just caught the grass, losing traction. It's already slick enough as it is. You hit the grass, you might as well be on ice. So that's what ended up happening. But looks like Cole got it back together. And he's still in 8th place, so he's still in the top 10. Not too bad.
He got away from one there. He kind of kept it in the gas a little bit, then locked it down. He was able to keep that rear out of those tire barriers. Lives to fight another day as the battle for ninth is once again continuing to heat up here between Wren and McKay. 24 and 88 starting to go at it and up through the S's here. This is a really good passing zone, but I don't think McKay's on close enough to that back bumper to make a move here into the bus stop. But as we will take a look here, let's see just how close he's able to get here. You got that dirty air to work with off of that number 24 Chevrolet Camaro AMSOIL for Wren up there in front. This car isn't going to turn as good as it would if you had a clean track out there in front of you. But looks like McKay, he's actually handling it pretty well here tonight.
Yeah, it looks like McKay was doing a really good job. I thought he was actually going to try to outbrake and get a little bit closer, but I think he thought better of it. Looks like he's peeking into the inside. Ooh. No, he's not going to do it. He's going to wait a little bit. Oh, looks like the 24 got a little bit wide. Oh, crossover move. Are we looking? Yes, crossover move. Nice job by McKay. He got that position.
He put a stamp on that one, sent it down there into turn 8. Door quarter clear for McKay. Now looking out the back bumper of him here. Does Wren have anything back for him again? We're going to single file it back out into turn 1. Little bit of damage on the front of the 24 as McKay almost goes for a spin. An immaculate save there coming out of the turn, but he is going to lose that spot once again to Wren.
Yeah, it looks like McKay might have gotten a little bit of help, might have actually... Oh no, let's take a look at this right here. Let's see what's going on here.
Hang on.
He might have overbraked. I think he might have preemptively locked up the brakes. When that happened, the 24 was right there. He didn't expect it, and around he went. But the good thing is the 88 didn't get completely spun around, so he keeps on going. Just got to catch back up. No problem. Plenty of time.
That green flag racing machine, Chevrolet Camaro, lives to fight another day. 73 laps to go. Hopefully every one of you is having a great time here tonight. DJ, as well as Marvin, I think you know what time it is here tonight. I think it's time to treat the fans to a sights and sounds here tonight from Watkins Glen. Go ahead, enjoy a crank it up here tonight from the Glen. Alrighty, you can slowly crank this puppy back up here as we have race leader 23 Busch Light machine down into the pits. This should be a quick stop. We should see 4 tires on this number 23 Toyota Camry as the track conditions continue to be treacherous here tonight. No damage so far for that number 23.
Yeah, it looks like we're playing a little bit of pit strategy here. I'm surprised Janik did not play. Follow the leader. Looks like, was that like a 2-tire stop? It looked
that was a no-tire stop, it looks like. Holy guacatoolies here, boys. That was a quick one. That was a fast one for the 23. Back out and around already on the racetrack.
Yeah, looks like Ivan Janik was the second fastest. He wasn't too far off from Winkfield, so it might just be a splash and go.
You know what's going on here, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, race fans of all ages. He's trying to flip the stage right here, as well as, we'll take a look at the Batman Dr. Pepper Toyota Camry machine here. But number 23 definitely trying to flip that stage. He will cycle back out to the race lead, but with a little older tires. Number 53 here tonight, definitely having quite a bit of pace. That Dr. Pepper machine he's continuing to be in a pretty gaggle of a battle here. He's got Domino's right behind him, as well as the camo Chevrolet Camaro up in front of him. As we take a look at that front porch there of Grandma. No, I'm just kidding there. We'll get back to racing action. This is back through turn number 8. 53 is going to continue to stay out, looking like trying to make the long run here tonight, trying to make some points work.
Yeah, Sean, I think one of the things that a lot of these drivers are going to do is they're going to start playing some mind games and some pit strategy here. I think splash and go was Winkfield's thing, while Janet, he might actually just get some tires. What do you think, Sean?
You're going to have to keep an eye on that black box here that is available as a driver to you, or just, how the car is feeling. Do you still have enough grip off the corner exit to find enough pace within these NASCARs? Very heavy, very lots of power within these machines. As here we look at Cole, he continues to ballerina foot this machine down and through the racetrack. Look at that, even on the shifts, he was baby footing it here. We'll head into turn 1 once again, hard braking zone, down the hill. It's asking for a lockup. The number 48 continuing to show some really nice pace here tonight, as he's going to look down the outside into the S's. Not really a nice known passing zone, but he's able to make it work.
That was a very nice pass by Cole. I'm thinking he might be babying it just a little bit, try to gather some positions back up. He did have that little mishap earlier in the race, so I think he's trying to work his tires, try to feel his car, see if he has the pace, maybe get a couple of spots before the leaders pit in. I'm not sure, but what I like that pass, though, by Cole.
I also don't hate the strategy call there from, our race leader, Evan Janik, right now. So we have the 47 on pit road, and taking a look at a race replay here. Once again, kind of our problem corner heading into the bus stop. This is the 47 who we just saw on pit road. He's going to send it down there. Going to be a left, a right, a left again. He's going to get 4 tires off the racetrack. Mach 2 into those tire barriers. AMR safety team down there stat.
Wow, I have no idea what happened there. That 47 just looked like it just hooked and booked straight to the left. Let's see here with the replay here, and yep, that's it. I think the backing kicked out and it was too late. Oof.
David Meyer, no. He's going to have a quick repair available, but I don't know if he towed it into pit lane or if he drove it all the way back around. He will have that caution to eventually help him out here, as we'll take a look at a battle for, this would be, you saw that advanced auto parts Ford Mustang down into the wall a little bit earlier on in the race, and even more damage for the 03 machine right now. But that Stephen Gill Stephen Gill continues to sit in 11th spot right now as he continues to reel in ever so slightly the car in front of him, but unfortunately, I believe that car is a lap down.
Looks like Andy Berry's ahead of Stephen Gill. Looks like they might... Actually, Stephen Gill is still on the lead lap, so he's still got a good chance of making this day even better. Now, Andy Berry, one to keep an eye on because he did have that spin in turn 1, lap 1. He's in the top 10 currently. I think he's going to be doing a little bit of pit strategy to help him get back to the front.
Apologies there. I did not expect that for Andy Berry. He is back on the lead lap, and was that right sides or left sides first and then right sides for that Domino's 27? Take a look, though. That was Christian. He did not opt to take that fast repair here. He's got a little bit of aerodynamic damage for that the nose of the Chevrolet Camaro, but I guess he doesn't think it's altering the pace all that much as he is down and finally completed that pit stop. Very quick one, as now we'll take a look at another Toyota Camry, another AMSOIL Toyota Camry, Wendy's machine, Shobe this time around. Look at him throttle pedaling that, throttle to not get a speeding penalty, but you got to stop right on the marks here. You can't stop too late, you can't stop too early, because that the iRacing machine will make sure that you are right on the marks here. That was a really nice stop. No tires going on there for Shobe. Quick stop. He'll cycle to P6, but we'll have to see if these tires can make it to our first stage break, or if after the stage break, as these drivers right now, they're doing what we do see on sometimes every Sunday. They are trying to once again flip this stage before the pit road closes here. Matter of fact, every single one of our front runners right now making it in. Here comes Janik in as well. Evan, he has had some nice pace here tonight. That another AMSOIL machine.
One thing I do like, Sean, what Janik is doing right now, he had a 20-second lead right before he went to the pits. So I'm thinking he's got the second best lap time. He wasn't the fastest, but he had consistency. So with that gap, he should be able, it might be close, he should be able to keep that lead. And I think he got tires. I'm not 100% sure. Might have just been splash and go. Oh, he just lost the lead to Winkfield.
That's how fast things can happen. Although these drivers do have AMSOIL rocking through the machines here tonight in the virtual world. Well, it's going to be contact there. 71 and contact with, I believe, was that even the 17? A little 7-1 and 7 action there for the Ford Mustang. Shield your eyes if you're a Zach White fan. This was up through the S's as we try to work our tires back up to temperatures and pressures once again. This is just contact here, not quite clear, hard into that outside barrier. Real quick, we would like to remind you, every single one of you joining live here tonight, as well as the race replay, we appreciate you tuning in, and make sure that you change it over to 1440p. You can do that down with the gear and that bottom right of your screen. We appreciate everybody joining in tonight, as well as in YouTube land. We got Layla, we got Ace High Racing still hanging out with us, as well as DEL Junior 4800, all rooting on their favorite drivers here tonight. As we are inching ever so closer to that first stage break, here comes Bollinger, back and through the bus stop we go.
Yeah, it looks like these drivers are going to be setting up their strategy right before the first stage caution, which looks like the leader already passed by, so it'll be 3 more laps until stage 1 caution.
What would you be doing here tonight, Marvin? I know, once again, if you're just now joining us, welcome in once again to Ball and Cat Productions. We appreciate you joining in. We got Marvin Samoa, a very confident and avid road course racer. Marvin, what would your strategy be like here tonight? Would you try to baby these tires earlier on, or send it earlier on and try to get that little bit of a short run strategy going?
You know, I think it really depends, Sean. If you're up front, I'm thinking you kind of want to maintain the pace, the atmosphere of the race. So if you have a really good lead, I like what Janik did right there. It looked like it's just a splash and go, maintain the lead, keep the tires, keep a fresher set of tires, because based on what I'm looking at here, those could come in handy towards the end of the race. But if you're all the way in the back towards midfield where Barry's at, you may want to be a little bit more daring. You may want to reverse the role and try to see if you can use tires to get yourself back up to the front. Personally, I love what Janik did. Great strategy.
This is why you join us here on Ballin' TV. You are going to continue to see some very nice battles here within these drivers, as well as the nice strategy calls. I know we're not only all turning left here tonight, we got a few right turns sprinkled in there as well, live from the Watkins Glen Cup layouts. That's 8 turns, 2.5 miles to work with. Let us know who you're rooting for tonight and YouTube land. And hey, I mean, we got the 23 backing out up front. He's only got a half second right now over Janet, though. Evan was running that little bit of a longer strategy. He'll have a little bit of a tire advantage and a fuel advantage to work with over our race leader. But once again, that gap, well, it's about steady right now at that half second gap.
Yeah, Sean, looks like Evan Janik is caught up to Wingfield. It's about half a second gap right now. Times are actually super close. So I see these two drivers. They're going to be battling now. As we take a look at Wingfield, looking back at Janik, coming to the final corner, into the front stretch, into lap 19.
The old drone camera shot we're going to hop on board with there. Down the hill into turn 1. Not going to quite head side by side, but this battle for the race lead continues to heat up. Right now it is boiling between the 23. That is Wingfield, as well as the 71 Janik. Here we go up through the S's section once again. You got a little bit of a slipstream to work with on our back stretch, but it's going to fall back once again to some dirty air. And look at the lap traffic there right in front of our race leader. Oh, holy, what a save for the 71. He gets loose into the bus stop, somehow able to keep it underneath him. Lap traffic out of the way.
Yeah, that was a close but good save by Janik. I think he was actually approaching real quick, and because Wingfield had to slow it down for the back of the 18 Medina, avoiding an accident, avoiding anything that could cost him that first stage win, and it kind of overslowed Janik. Janik wasn't expecting it, almost lost it, but that was a great save by Janik.
Alrighty, we will come to complete the first stage here from Watkins Glen, the AMSOIL 201. Hey, what do they say? Time flies when you are having fun. Wingfield back out to the race lead. We got Evan Janik as well as Andrew Allen. Andrew Shobe, Colin that right there, rounding out the top 5 for the moment. We'll head up through the S's once again. Lap traffic in the way once again for the number 23 as he tries to muscle his way through the S's, backing up to the bus stop here. We go side by side with some drivers not even on the lead lap right now. Right now, though, Marvin, they're fighting to try and stay on the lead lap, at least that lucky doggy spot. We got contact going to the bus stop.
Action everywhere, Sean. Oh, no! The leader has gone around. Wingfield has gone around lap traffic. Did Janik? Yeah, Janik made it through. Oh, no.
You blink and you miss it. Here we go. Now side by side. Back out once again. Janik first missed it as here's Wingfield. He went through the bus stop, okay, and gets tagged by the 71. Able to formula drift it. Keeps it off the inside wall. Keeps it moving, but going to lose some pace here on the white flag lap heading into the end of the stage.
That looks like, man, that definitely cost Wingfield the stage win. Janik, he's going to get the stage win right here, followed by Wingfield.
Goodness gracious, folks. This is what I mean. You don't want to blink. You don't want to get up here. Make sure you got your drinks. You got your snacks, as Evan Janik is going to be our stage 1 winner here on Ballin' TV. I appreciate every single one of you joining in here once again as we got battles all over the racetrack. But right now, Janik, with that AMSOIL number 71 Chevrolet Camaro, able to take the green and white checkered flag here on stage number 1. We'll be right back with you here. Wakefield got P2, Allen, Shobe, Bollinger, Halstead, Cole, Barnes, Wren, McKay rounding out that top 10.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. in officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to Watkins Glen, the AMSOIL 201 here on Ballin TV. Thank you all for joining in here once again as we're going to have a driver interview with the one, the only, the stage winner himself, Evan Janik. Evan, this is Sean Sam up here in the booth. You got yourself a copy, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, how are you doing? And walk us through the end of that stage, man. Goodness gracious, that's got a little close there with Rayshawn Winkfield, but you're going to come away with the stage 1 win here tonight.
Yeah, I think I've been the fastest car all day, but that really doesn't matter here. Passing is really hard. You saw me and Andrew Allen go side by side for a while and just back each other, just backing out because you just don't want to get into anything this early. But I got into them going into the S's. I got tight. That one's on me. I should have backed out like I was doing because it was too early for that. So apologize to him. But for the Winkfield thing, I mean, I don't know. That was wild. I knew lap traffic was going to be an issue, but it definitely caught by surprise.
Well, we see you heading back down pit road here. What's the strategy call if you can kind of walk us through it here? Are you just trying to get a little bit more fuel in that tank?
Yeah, I think it'll be close enough to stretch it, and in that dust up, I got damage. I don't know how bad it is, but since I want to try to stretch it to the next stage, might as well just stay, fix all the damage, and, just take it easy in the back and see how it goes.
Hey, well, Evan, looking at the broadcast cams, the damage doesn't look too terribly bad. Don't use that fast repair up too soon. Real quick before we let you get going, co-commentator Marvin here tonight. Marvin, do you have anything for Stage 1 winner Evan?
Yeah, Evan, this is Marvin. You're doing great. What were your thoughts initially when you saw the 23 spin in front of you?
I knew side by side that mess with the 29 going 3 wide was going to be nuts anyway. So just tried to give everybody room and just hit the brakes as hard as I could, and I locked up. So it could have been a lot worse if I got into him at full speed, but I don't know how bad his damage is. He didn't stop to fix any of it. He just took more fuel. So it's a guessing game right now. My damage is fixed, and I'm good to go.
Sounds good, Evan. We'll be watching closely and watching you catch up towards the front. Give us a good battle there, and good luck to you. We'll be watching.
Yep. Thanks.
Real quick, before we get back to green flag, once again, Marvin, I thank you so much for joining me here tonight up in the booth. DJ, thank you so much for putting on just a great production here behind the scenes. And thank you once again, every single one of you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Thank you for joining us here tonight, making your way down live into YouTube land, as well as, hey, if you got that chat, let us know who you are rooting for here tonight. You have to be a subscriber, and once again, be sure that you are on the 1440p layout there. You can change that there within the gear icon in the bottom right of your screen. That just makes sure everything is looking crystal clear here tonight from Ballin TV, as it should. Here we go. We're going to head side by side once again, coming out of turn number 8. That iRacing safety car, Marvin, I don't blame him. He's going to dive into that safety of pit lane. Here we go. Green flag is out.
Yes, looks like it's going to be Andrew Allen, Robert McKay. They're going to be battling into turn 1. Are we going to see any? Oh, looks like 23 is deep diving into the turn 1. Is he going to be making it 3 wide? And yes, looks like everybody made it. Oh no, too soon, too late. 24 is around.
The Marvin Tater curse. Normally it's the Sean and Tater curse, but this time the Marvin Tater curse. It's going to send the 24. That's going to be, I believe, that's going to be Brett Wren around as we got 3 wide. Great call there on the start, Marvin, as that next-gen machine bottoms out. That carbon fiber diffuser makes contact with the surface. It's going to send him right around. Thankfully, just a 1-car spin. Oh, we got another one going around. This time, race leader. What was race leader? It's going to be Keyshawn Rinkfield, the 23 around.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, sorry, that's Sean Wakefield. Excuse me.
23 around. My goodness. That's going to put him back into 12th position, moving up to 11th. Let's look what happened. Oh, he looks like he mistimed the bus stop. Went around. Luckily, no damage, and it looks like it was a clean merge back, so we're all good to go.
Groundskeeper Willie is going to hate Rayshawn as he makes a little bit of contact with that grass, jumps it there for a moment's time. Toyota Camry, like you said though, Marvin, keeps it out that wall, lives to fight another day. That next caution is at lap 40. We do have a ways to go back up to, we'll take one more look at the Black Diamond Designs replay there. 23 out and around he goes. Where he stops, nobody knows. Thankfully, it's before that outside wall. Back into live racing action here.
Yeah, looks like Winfield slotted back into 10th, looking into P9 right now. And I also am looking at Janik, who is in the top 7 right now, behind a Bollinger right now, hitting the bus stop.
Number 71 continues to show some immaculate, nice pace here tonight. That's Evan Janik. He's continuing to work his way back and up through the field with that AMSOIL. He's got AMSOIL once again pumping through the engine on that Chevrolet Camaro as he's made that little bit of a longer run strategy work here. Now we're hopping on board with Halston here. Once again, take a look at the bottom side of your screen as we got the driver down and off the racetrack on the middle of your screen. Keep an eye on the bottom though. You want to baby these tires once again. This is earlier on in this run. Halston he's babying it within the shifts, hard on the brakes within the turn 1.
Looks like we got the fastest lap with Andrew Allen, number 96, who is our leader right now. So I think that clean air is definitely helping Allen right now. Wide open. He doesn't have to worry about anybody. Michael Cole is about 3.7 seconds away. He's got plenty of room, more of a buffer. He can take it easy. He can save those tires, save fuel, and preserve his stuff for the end of the race.
That Mosa machine of Allen. Man, how about it? He continues to show some pace. Matter of fact, 1 week ago, Allen finished at 7th position down there at Iowa Speedway. He's continuing to show that he doesn't only have the pace from just the left turn, but the left and rights here tonight from Watkins Glen. How about it? He's running a little bit longer run strategy, 4.4 seconds in front of Cole. As we continue to look at, well, here's some more almost side-by-side battling here. Number 53 continuing to show some nice pace tonight as well. That is the driver of the one, the only I'm looking forward to here, Colin, as he continues to work his way. This time it'll be down into turn 1 once again as he continues to reel in a hard charging. That is, I thought that was Aaron Schob up out front, but that's the snap-on number, I believe, 48. Here comes the 23 back out and around once again, turn 1 as well.
Yeah, it looks like the 23 right now is passing the Domino's machine right now. Looks like he's in 8th position. Not too far, not too much. Looks like about 5 seconds behind, or 2.5 seconds behind McKay. So hopefully he can reel him back in. Allen still holds the quickest lap time. And also Allen, his wife just gave birth to their kid right now 2 weeks ago. So I know a win is definitely going to be putting that family very happy.
No, that's some special stuff right there. That's congratulations to you both. As you got a long ways to come there in front of you. Looking back at the 23 here. Remember, if you're just now joining us, the 23, he spun earlier on the race, Rayshawn, but he has continued to show the pace here tonight, about second to third fastest lap times. Something that's special about Winkfield here tonight, he finished that 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of 4th place last week at Iowa Speedway. This is another driver that is once again showing us, hey, he doesn't only have the left turns down, he also has the braking zones down, he has the right turns down as well, as he continues to fight his way back through that spin earlier on in the race.
As we're looking at the 23 right now, Winkfield, Janik, I was looking at him in a different camera view. Looks like he lost out the last turn right-hander before the start-finish line and gave up back 6th position back to McKay. Looks like that's going to hurt him a little bit between him and Winkfield. So Winkfield is going to be right there, ready to pounce and passing Janik. Remember, Janik was the leader for a bit, battling with Winkfield. It looks like right now Allen is taking the top spot. He's a road course specialist. He definitely knows his way around left and right turns. So I'm pretty sure it's up his alley, and I'm pretty sure he's got to feel comfortable with that 7.5 second lead.
Hey, speaking of Adam Holston real quick, congratulations to the Z-Max Cars Tour Super Late Model Champion, belonging to the one, the only, there you see him, number 77. Adam, we congratulate you on your 2025 championship run, as you continue to also show us how it's done here from the left and rights once again. That's quite a few drivers who not only within the oval layouts here tonight, but as well as they got a little bit of road course experience, also showing us how it's done. We got some battles starting to heat up between Schob and I believe that's Colin as well. That got tight there into turn 1 for a second. Here comes the number 53, Colin, hard charging into the bus stop, but looks like he's going to sacrifice a little bit of the entry for the exit. As soon as I say that, though, the battle for the third is going to continue to heat up. As looks like Michael Cole, he's got a little bit of a gap. Here comes Andrew Schob, Colin following suit as well, coming through 7, 8, and 9. Or excuse me, 7 and 8.
Looks like the 53 was taking a peek. He's still looking around, trying to see where the 69 is weak. Looks like, is he going to do anything here? Looks like he might have a better run off. Now, are we going to look into some passing action in turn 1 right here? He's going to take a look on the inside. Is he going to do anything? Nope. Thought better of it. Let it go. Try to fight another day.
Real quick, if we hop on board with the number 53, Marvin, what exactly? I know you know exactly what he's doing here tonight. What is the 53 of Bollinger trying to do as he looks a little bit outside of that mirror zone? He tries to send it a little bit deeper. We're 170 miles an hour heading down the backstretch. Does he do it this time? He thinks back of it once again. Is this a mental game at this point?
Oh, absolutely, Sean. Absolutely. Bollinger right now. Oh, he's looking. Looks like the 69 might have braked a little bit too late into the entry of the bus stop. Reeling back in. Looks like Bollinger is looking onto the inside. He's going to have to gather up a lot of speed. Oh, I saw a little bit of a wiggle and a waggle on the 69. Oh, they're going to look into the draggers. Outside, inside, crossover. Oh, is he going to? Door, bumper, clear. Nope, not quite. There you go. All clear. Looks like, oh, nope, not yet. It looks like final turn. Oh, this is going to be a battle. Drag race between the 69 and the 53. 69 back in. This is going to be a game of chess at this point. Going back and forth, back and forth. All right. Looks like Bollinger is looking on the inside in turn one. Is he going to clear this time? No, he's not. Got to be careful, guys. Got to be careful. You're letting Cole right now get away with it. But we're going to go into the S turns right here, which is going to go into the bus stop. Looks like Bollinger's he's going to save his stuff. Going to try again, get some draft, maybe pass them into the bus stop. We'll see. What do you think, Sean?
We're seeing these brake rotors glow. You could cook a steak on these right fronts. Well done. Are they going to glow once again here into the bus stop? They are, side by side here between Andrew Schob, Colin Bollinger. We're going to settle it out here to single file once again through the carousel section. That number 53 of Colin, he's definitely faster. He's fighting for that third spot. But as Andrew Schob continues to show a little bit of pace in that Wendy's machine, number 69. He's continuing to run away with it on the corner exits, but we continue to see Colin shove it down there in the corner entries. It's a game of compromisation. It's a game of cat and mouse.
This is going to be a three-way battle for second place between Michael Cole, Andrew Schob, and Colin Bollinger. Looks like Colin Bollinger. Oh, we're going to be Schob. Oh, he's not going to be looking at anything right now. It thought better of it. It looks like between Andrew Schob and Colin Bollinger, they're both quicker than Michael Cole. But keep in mind, folks, when you are battling between another car, you are losing pace because you're trying to take the other line, trying to go on the outside, trying to go on the inside, and you're allowing that car that theoretically you would be quicker. However, because you're taking different lines, you are getting slower. You and the other car you're battling, oh, looks like Schob missed the entry onto that bus stop. Gather it back up. Schob, he's killing it. He's really doing really well, playing great defense.
And how about Michael Cole, the number 40, the 48 here, that Snap-on Chevrolet Camaro? He's right in front of this battle, trying to run away, trying to play some Super Bowl-esque defense right now for this battle that continues to heat up. Boyle for the third running spot. We got a quick replay of it here. This is into the bus stop once again. The number 53 hard and deep into the braking zone, right on that rear bumper of the 69. Here we go through that carousel section once again. The dirty air. It's hard to get these NASCAR to turn once you got that wake machine. There we go. There's a little bit of contact with those rumble strips and rear diffuser of the 53. What a save there for Colin Bollinger.
Folks, when you're looking at right there at that replay, you're wondering, why did the back end kicked out? Well, you got to keep in mind, the track is cooling, but it's still 95-degree temperature. And on top of that, those rumble strips will come out and bite you. Once that rear diffuser, hits those rumble strips, it affects the airflow, and the back end, whatever traction you get or you even have, is just going to be gone. So it looks like Bollinger is going to gather it back up and try again. Right now we're on board with Wingfield, who is in top 5, so he made several spots. He's making a hard charge towards the front. You got to keep an eye on that 23, folks.
So we have to keep an eye on him because we do already have pit stops starting to ensue once again. Brad T. Nelson is going to be into the pits as Wingfield continues to work his way back up through the pack on a little bit of an alternate strategy here. Track temps are continuing to be a little bit of something we're going to have to continue to keep an eye on here as we see as we continue to see Rayshawn drop it down into second gear out of turn number 8. Trying to find just a little bit of grip there, as that looks like the number 33 backing out at a round of the pits. That's going to be Looking for it here. That's going to be Brad T. Nelson back out and around. If you look at the right side of your screen, though, most positions gained here tonight, of course, the one, the only, Colin Bollinger, as well as Jose Medina, Brad T. Nelson, Michael Cole, all up pretty nice positions, but our biggest mover, of course, belonging to Colin. Contact going to the bus stop. 69 goes around. No. That's going to be Andrew Shobe, who is having a nice run here tonight. It all goes down the drain.
Oh, looks like the 33 also lost it. Oh, no! Who was that? Was that the 23?
Don't tell me it was. Oh, no. Hang on to her. Marvin, we're heading into the bus stop here. What happens to the 69 as he sends it Mach 2 down in the inside?
I think that splitter and diffuser hit, bounced up the car, and just lost complete traction. And then as we're looking at here at the 69, 33, was that the 23? I think it might have been the 23. Did he hit the 33?
Hang on to it. Oh! Hard contact.
That?
I think that was trying to find it here. That was the red shiny NASCAR machine. Oh, that was Jared. All right, this is new last name here tonight, but that was Jared, the number 82 machine. AMSOIL. He's gonna bring it down into the pit lane once again. Adam, you blink and you miss it here tonight from Watkins Glen. That's hard contact as we continue to see the 83 around. And here, look at this Mach 2 into that front nose clip. Oh, hard, heavy contact.
Oh, that's definitely going to affect Brad T. Nelson. He was doing pretty well with the pit strategy and then lost it. I think cold tires and a hot slick surface with a combination of hitting that rumble strip in the bus stop. Treacherous. Just going to be a recipe for disaster.
Real quick, Marvin, walk us through here. I know iRacing is simulating everything you can imagine. It's laser scanned tracks, laser scanned cars. We have the air temp simulated. We got the track temp simulated, brake temps, tire pressures. Walk us through kind of what it takes to, after one of these race restarts, because we're going to have stage 2 here stage 3 starting just a few moments time. Walk us through what cooler tire temps and cooler tire pressures feel like compared to optimal, as well as maybe tire temps and tire pressures that are a little bit too far overboard.
Yeah, Sean. So one of the things, me personally, when I'm racing on iRacing, is that when you get a hotter temperature track, it becomes slicker. And as the tires are cold, they already don't have enough grip because you're dropping the tire pressures, trying to get as much grip as possible for the long run. But the compromise there is that as that tire pressure goes down, it's squishier, it's slick track, it's just going to be pedaling. All the grip has just gone away in the first or even sometimes second and third lap. But the compromise, though, or the benefit, better said, is that as soon as those PSIs go up, as the temperature goes down on the track, PSIs go up. It's just going to give you more grip in the long run. And hopefully, if you manage your traction very well at the beginning, that will end up being your benefit at the end.
Well said there, Marvin. I appreciate that. And you know what else I appreciate? A really nice pit stop. Race leader here, of course, Andrew Allen, driver of the number 96. He's going to take right sides. Does the left side go up on the air jack? Oh, excuse me. This time it's reversed. It's left sides, then right sides up on the air jack. As that was a nice pit stop there, back and off the racetrack. Very nice stop for the number 96. I think that was such a nice stop here. He might not even lose a spot. Okay, he's now 8.5 seconds back to Jose Medina. That was such a fast stop there for Allen. Didn't lose a thing there. Went on to the pits as the leader, left the pits as the leader.
Yeah, that was a really good stop for Andrew Allen. I mean, he had a huge lead, so he could definitely control the race, do whatever he wanted. 4 tires, 2 tires, gas, no gas. I mean, he had all the options on the table. He could have his cake and eat it too, as he is about 9.1 seconds ahead of Jose Medina.
How about Michael Cole? Once again, really a driver that's kind of been sneaking in the shadows here tonight within the broadcast, but we continue to look at the number the number 18 machine of Medina. He's sitting right up there, sneakily up into that second spot. Sure, he's 10 seconds back behind from our leader, but we will have that another stage break here in just a few moments' time. Medina continues to run in that top 2 spots, as well as Holston. How about it, Holston? That's going to be Adam, the number 8 machine Chevrolet Camaro. He's continuing to have a really nice run. We got so... Hey, oh, what is going on? Pits are closed. That's what just happened. Red lights aglow there. No longer able to pit. That is going to be quite a few track position. Quite a bit of track position, as well as positions lost. First of all, we got the AMSOIL machine drifting it down there into pit lane, and then, well, the pit lane entrance is no longer open after this point for the number 82 machine.
Looks like that was
Jared.
That looks like the 82. Yeah, you're correct, Sean. That was 82 of Jared. He looks like he was going into the pit lane, spun it around. That might have closed the pits, and that would cost Allen. I mean, that would have cost, I believe that was Holston that was trying to come into the pits and just thought better of it at that point. Pits are closed. You're going to get a penalty if you go through with it, so it was just not worth it for him.
All righty, well, hang on to your hats here, folks. Sure, this is the end of the stage, but we are going to re-rack them, restack them side by side after this race restart. But right now, we're almost halfway to go here. The competition, or excuse me, not the competition caution, but the stage 2 caution will be thrown in here just a few moments' time. Everybody keep your eye on that number 23 machine. Remember, he's on a little bit of an alternate strategy here tonight, but Colin, he will bring it home P4 here, I believe, in this stage. As a matter of fact, look at the number 18. Look at the top of your screen. It looks like an ambulance for a reason. The pit lane is closed right now. This is going to be a penalty and a half for that number 18 machine. I wonder if he just didn't have enough fuel to make it down to the checkered flag. Looking at that number 96 once again. Number 96 continues to work their way down and through this racetrack, trying to take the green and white checkered for this stage. Of course, the one, the only Andrew Allen. Real quick, Marvin, sorry if you're about to say something here, but this one's for Ozzy. Check this one out. Andrew Allen, mama, he's coming home. That's a driver whose mental wounds are still healing, going off the rails on the crazy train. He's going to take the checkered flag here tonight for stage number 2, the green and white checkered flag. We still got some more racing action. How about the Holston Winkfield? Man, a matter of fact, Rayshawn Rinkfield already works his way back up to P3 side by side at the race line. He's going to take it away.
Yeah, it looks like from what I'm looking at right now, I think he might be P2. Barely making the move on Adam Holston.
You're right.
That was close. My goodness.
That was right at the start-finish line.
That was a drag race. All I did is look up and I see Wakefield in second place. I'm like, wow. Well, I mean, let's take a look here. Final corner. Straight drag race. Run. Yeah, Wakefield just used a little bit of side draft action, got a little bit of momentum on that corner, probably backed it up, tried to get as much speed as he could for that straightaway. He knew he had something. He knew he had to make something happen so he can be right there next to Andrew Allen on the restart and potentially take it away from him. We don't know.
All righty, we'll be right back with you here on Ballin' TV. Appreciate you joining in.
was a big old disappointment, a big old disappointment. Said he don't take me to the party, don't take me to the party. All the drugs, the love, the flash. Is he dying? He's dying. You said, Adam, you ain't nothing but a criminal, nothing but a criminal with an ice cold stare. That's typical. Is it typical? And you think he must be hurt in the kitchen. Adam on the carpet. Adam, do you wanna hold me one more time? I'm dying. And you said Adam was a big old disappointment, a big old disappointment. Said he don't take me to the party, don't take me to the party. All the drugs, the love, the flash. Is he dying? He's dying. You said, Adam, you ain't nothing but a criminal, nothing but a criminal with an ice cold stare. That's typical. Is it typical? And you think he must be hurt in the kitchen. Adam on the carpet. Adam, do you wanna hold me one more time? I'm dying.
Greetings, sim racing fans, and welcome back here to Ballin' TV from Watkins, the virtual, you could call it Watkins Glen Raceway. We got something a little bit special here tonight. We had something happen there within our stage 2 caution break. We had drivers pitting from all over the race field, and a little bit something special. They were closed. The pit lane was closed. Michael Cole, you got a copy, man. This is Sean Sam up here in Ballin' TV booth.
Oh yeah.
What in the name? What just happened down there tonight, man? Do you even know? I don't know. We got things all over the place here.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I did pretty decent yesterday. I don't know why I'm doing well today. I hate road courses and I hate these cars put together. So, yeah, I don't know. Yep, we'll go.
Well, Michael, we appreciate you taking a few moments with us, and best of luck the rest of your race. And it looks like you didn't get caught in that fiasco. Good luck there into turn 1.
Oh,
man.
yeah. Thank you, sir.
Woohoo! Bring it to him, buddy. Best of luck.
God bless.
Oh, no. All righty. Well, we appreciate Michael, and we appreciate every single one of you joining in here tonight on Fallen TV. God bless America from the man himself. He will be starting P2, but everybody, the legend right now is going to start on the front row, the pole spots here. Rayshawn Winkfield, he made this alternate strategy work. He came into the pit stop for a little bit more fuel. Lights are out on that iRacing safety pace car. Once again, going to dive into pit lane, but newer tires are not on our race leader's machine. Marvin, you know what time it is. Bring it back to us. Green flag racing here from the Glen.
Here we go. Green flag on this restart. Winkfield is going to be leading them right now. Green. Keep in mind, folks, Winkfield did not take any tires, so is this going to affect them? As we're looking to hear the 53 of Bollinger take a look on the inside, he actually thought second of it. He's going to go back in line as we see the 48 of Cole trying to reel in Winkfield. Now it's going to be a drag race between Bollinger and Cole as we go up to the S's into the bus stop.
Michael Cole, Colin Bollinger were able to single file this puppy out as we're going to have the 48 go around.
No. Michael Cole
is going to strike. He's trying to get it back righted around the right way. We're still under green flag position conditions. Only caution 4 stage breaks here tonight. God, the Sean and Tater curse going to strike hard for Michael Cole up through the S's. Tried to make side-by-side work. Looking like Brad Keselowski last season here tonight from the Glen up through the S's. Hard contact with that outside wall.
Looks like he might have lost a little bit as he actually went back to the left, overcorrected a little bit, back end kicked out, and that's all she wrote. But not too much damage for Cole, though, and he's still sitting in P10, so, I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Anything will happen. Here comes the fight, the side-by-side. Look at the racecraft. We're not even going to trade any paint. That's going to be Joshua Show back up to the P3 position, as that looks like Brett and now Andrew going to look side-by-side. Sorry, that's Andrew. The 69 there. Apologies for the mispronunciation of the last name, but back up, working through the S's once again. Single file action, but for how long? You better run, you better hide if you're Joshua here, because we got a charging Andrew for that P4 spot. 80, working 90 miles per hour up through the bus stop.
Yes, as we're looking at here, we're looking on to the rear view camera of Shob on the 69, looking back. Believe that is going to be the 96.
96 Moser. Remember, he was our stage 2 winner. He's going to look down the inside. Door quarter clear for the number 96 as I believe. Oh, excuse me. That's the okay. Well, now that's the 69 of Andrew who works their way back around and up to P2. That will be the 16 as well as the number 53 up here. That it was actually a lap down car, I do believe. But Colin Bollinger putting down the fastest lap of the race. Brake rotors once again glowing. Number 88, hang on to her.
Oh, looks like that's Robert McKay. Oh, now he's going back down through the leaderboard, spun it around. Oh, is going to be anybody hit him? Nope. All clear. We're going to continue on green flag racing here.
Take a look at, once again, trying to carry a little bit too much speed here through turn 1. You saw him pushing the horsies through turn number 8. Here we go, deep into the braking zone, hopping on board. He tried to make the pass. Door quarter, he's clear for the moment, but takes those rumble strips, takes a little bite, a little bit too much. Around the 88 goes.
I think Robert McKay was trying to take a little bit of a bite of that Domino's pizza machine, and it actually bit him. It looks like a little bit of indigestion there in turn 1, but hey, you know what? He gathered back up, and he's going to be looking at 13th spot right now. I think he was trying to get get back up towards the front to try to see if he could get the lucky dog, if there was going to be anything else that would happen, but apparently not.
Take a look at this between Winkfield and Bollinger, side by side for the race lead here at the Glen. Turn number 1, they're going to abide by making some contact, keeping these NASCAR machines clean for the time being. 30, 5 laps to go here in the AMSOIL 201. Let me know who you have down there live in YouTube chat below, as we have Wickfield back and out finally to the race lead once again. Bush Apple versus Dr. Pepper. Who is it going to be right now? So far, it's going to be Rayshawn, but Colin, he is a hard charging machine as he continues to sit just 0.3 of a second behind.
As we watch this battle right here for first place, looks like, is this lap traffic? Oh, he looks like he tries to get out of the way and brushes the inside guard, trying to get out of the way. Great racecraft there by the lap down car. Great racecraft between the leaders. As we're looking at right now, Wingfield leading the lead into the final corner. Bollinger trying to set this up. Maybe he might get a little bit. Looks like he does get a little bit more speed. As I'm looking at the intervals right now, it went from 0.5 to now 0.387 as we're going into turn 1.
Hard on the braking zone here. There you see those front brake rotors glowing. Once again, you could put your favorite barbecue up on those rotors. They might not taste just as good as you might like, but they will definitely be cooked, because these front 2 runners right now pushing their NASCAR Next Gens to the limits. Back into the bus stop we go. This time it's going to be 0.6 of a second separating the front 2. Real quick, Andrew Allen putting down the fastest lap of the race, and as well as Evan Janik right now. I think he's thrown in the white flag. He's just trying to make a little bit of a strategy call here. Andrew down into the pits. Oh, excuse me. Actually, I think this is actually, I don't think he's throwing the white flag. Apologies there. No tire stop. I'm going to correct myself. Thank you, DJ. This is a full fuel stop here, as they're going to have to make they're going to have to get a little bit more Sunoco fuel in these fuel tanks. But as we just looked at the 71's pit stop there, you might have asked yourself, that looked a little bit fast. Well, it was there. Unfortunately, Evan's speeding on pit road. He'll have to make a pass-through penalty this time by, as now we have P2 Colin Bollinger putting down fastest lap of the race.
Looks like Colin Bollinger, yeah, he put down a 110.8. That is the first driver to get into the 1.10s. And the second one would be 1 lap down Andrew Allen in the number 96 machine, who's currently in P11.
Take a look at this. No, the timing and scoring is not lying to you. Back there through turn 2 and 3 up through the S's, it was 0.2. Last lap, it was 0.6 of a second. Now back to 4. We're going to split it in half, if you believe it, as we're going to have Rayshawn Wickfield as well as Colin Bollinger. Hey, don't count out Andrew Shope. He's only 5.5 seconds back here, but he's continuing to hang up with these front 2. We only have 33 laps to go here tonight from Watkins Glen.
And you might be asking yourself, folks, if you're asking why all the better, track is less slick, and it means faster lap times.
Ooh. Faster lap times, slower lap traffic. Marvin, once again, I know you come from road course racing yourself. You kind of walked us through it, as Reagan looks almost side by side for the race lead. I mean, briefly speaking, there's a little bit more grip you can work with, but as iRacing simulates the air, the track temps, the track itself, laser scans going on here within the whole iRacing universe. The battle for the lead continues to heat up. What does the dirty air feel like here tonight? If you're in that P2 driver of Colin's seat, trying to reel in that hard, charging that fast Rayshawn Wickfield.
Yeah, Sean, looks like right now, if I was P2 right now, I would be setting up the turns as much as I can to get as much speed on corner exit as possible. The closer you get to the car in front of you, the looser that back end wants to step out. So you have to be very careful. You kind of want to take a half a lane away from what the leader is doing, play a little bit of cat and mouse, a little bit of chest action there. But at the end of the day, it's going to pay off. But we don't know. Also, Wingfield is on older tires. We don't know what he's going to be like if he puts on the new fresh of sticker Goodyears right now.
Cat and mouse going on here tonight. This time we'll hop on board with, I believe this is the number 8 machine of Halston. Once again, take a look at the bottom of your screen, the telemetry here from the driver. Oh, the number 80 is a little bit too deep into turn number 1. He's able to get it back righted the right way, but gosh, that's probably 2 or 3 times here tonight. Unfortunate there for driver number 88. I believe that is, looking for the name here. Oh, it's unfortunate either way as they've continued to find their way back up to the field.
Yeah, number 88, Robert McKay, looks like he lost it. That's within 2 spins within the last 3 laps. Oh, I really sympathize for Robert right now. I know how he's feeling right now. Probably a little frustrated, but as the track temps go down, a little bit more grip, the drivers have to kind of adjust. Before, when the race started, the temps were hot. You kind of think in your mind, the cars are loose, take it a little bit easy. As the track temps go down, grip goes up, you want to try to change your mindset a little bit. Cars have a little bit more grip, a little more understeering. So what you were doing before kind of gets thrown out the window, and you kind of have to reprogram yourself during the race.
Brett Wren, Big Daddy Brent here. He's putting it to the field here. He's sitting in P6. He's going off the rails on that crazy train here. Only about 1.5 seconds. Excuse me, that's 4 seconds back there from the fifth running spot there of the number 16 out there in front. We're going to continue to have some really nice battles. Once again, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate every single one of you joining in here tonight on Ballin' TV. We're going to treat you once again to the sights and sounds of the racetrack real quick as Winkfield Bollinger. They're kind of gaining on and completing their pit stop strategy right now as well as P3 and P4. They're sitting fourth, Berth's fifth right now in those pit stop strategies. Enjoy the sights and sounds of Watkins Glen Raceway for the final time tonight. We'll be back with you here on Ballin' TV. Welcome back here to Ballin' TV. Hopefully you're sitting back and relaxing here, but you might not want to do it for too long here. The battle for the lead is heating up at the AMSOIL 201 here at Watkins Glen Mystic Racing League's Octane Outlaws Cup Series coming at you live here from Ballin' TV. We just had a battle for the lead. It was looking side by side within turn one. So far, Wickfield able to play that World Cup-ass defense, continues to hang on versus that hard-charging Rayshon Winkfield. Hey,
Yeah,
excuse me,
looks
that's
like-
Colin Bollinger. Start for P2.
Yeah, it looks like, Sean, looks like we were looking at a battle there. What I noticed before on the sights and sounds of these NASCAR Gen 6 V8 engines, looks like there was a little bit of dust up on the final corner, and I think Winkfield went a little bit too wide. Colin Bollinger was on his outside. It looks like, he almost lost it there. I know he's trying his best. He tried to make a move. Didn't quite work out. I think he might have overdriven it on the first corner, and looks like he just drove it right now.
Taking a look at the replay out of the bus stop, you got to give it here to Colin. He's giving it everything he's got, trying to make this grip stick within this NASCAR next-gen Toyota Camry. He's looking like a Formula Drift machine here out of the long, never-ending carousel. Once again, that diffuser making contact with the asphalt. Formula Drift, he got that thing more yawed out than I have ever seen here, Marvin. Holy guacatoulis.
Yeah, he looked like a professional Formula D drifter right there for a bit. And I know those diffusers being low slung, as soon as it hits the rumble strip, it bounces up into the chassis, causing the actual compression for the suspension to lose grip just a fraction of a second, just enough to get away under Bollinger's hands.
Well, to go back on what you mentioned here just a few laps ago here, I mean, Marvin, you mentioned the the dust and the off-track stuff that comes up here out the ends of these NASCAR next-gen machines, if they run a little bit wide. We've already seen it a couple times here out of turn number 8. We're coming back to it here. If you see a little bit of gravel, it looks like snow on the racetrack. Look at that inside line. If you had to pit right now, there is no grip on those Goodyear Eagles, as it looks like these drivers will be able to make it back away through turn number 8, but we'll head back and through turn number 1. Look at the left side of your screen. iRacing, I appreciate everything you do. Things are simulated to the T here tonight. If you run a little bit wide as a driver, you're going to bring that gravel up on the racetrack. Marvin, once again, as an avid road course racer, walk us through what it means, and especially if you don't know it's coming, that gravel on the racetrack. What's it feel like there, man?
Oh man, Sean, I'll tell you one thing. As soon as the tires get hot and you see anything but road and asphalt on the track, you're gonna lose it. You're gonna go. It feels literally like driving on ice. As soon as I say that, Colin Bollinger, I don't know what happened, but it came out of the exit of the bus stop and he hits hard onto the outside barrier. Oh my goodness. I know Colin is pushing that car to the limits. So what happens, folks, is that as soon as those hot, sticky tires get glued to the asphalt, any dirt or dust gets stuck to that tire, and it just causes an black ice effect. The car does not want to turn. The car just loses control. And it looks like that's what happened. All that dust and dirt and debris finally caught up to Colin, and it looks like it cost him second place. Is he going to go into the pits? Oh, yeah, looks like he's got right front damage. That toe link might be damaged.
Check this view out here, folks. Oh, Mach 2 into the tire barriers. That's another driver, probably the third or fourth here tonight that has had trouble outside of that bus stop. If I don't know, Marvin. It's you try to run a little bit deep into the brake zone here at the bus stop. These rear diffusers, the Xfinity and the truck cars don't have them, but the diffuser will definitely bottom out here in these next gens.
Yeah, Sean, those diffusers, they help with downforce grip. But the problem is that when you approach a very bumpy or even a road course like this, as we're watching Winkfield try to go around a lap down car, or I think the 96 is trying to get his lap back. And yes, looks like Alan got it. And he's away, clear. Oh, looks like going back into the pit roads. This is a strategy right here. I'm not sure what Alan's trying to think about what he's doing right now. I can't imagine what's going through his head right now, but I know he ended up clearing the leader, getting his lap back, and going to the pits. I think he's trying to match whatever Winkfield is doing because he's still on old tires. What do you think, Sean?
Marvin, I'm going to keep my job up here in the booth because I would be a little bit off on this strategy. I wouldn't come necessarily down with every single driver here down into pit lane. There you see these NASCAR next gens up on the invisible air jacks. Left side's going on. Right side's tires should be going on as well. But that number 96, I believe that's going to be, 69 of Andrew, as well as the 23. Actually, the 23, Wakefield's able to get off pit lane first. Busch Lights Apple. I'm not a fan of the beer, but I'm a fan of the paint scheme here tonight. Wakefield first off of pit lane. This should cycle eventually back out to the race lead.
Yeah, it looks like the number 1 is now the leader, which has a 7.1 gap against Winkfield. So where did he come from? All of a sudden, the 16 Remington machine, he's been quiet this entire time. I think we might have made one mention of him throughout the whole run, and now he's in the lead. This comes to show Aaron Espy just came out of nowhere, a cannon, a silent assassin, if you will, literally just making his way through the front, quietly tiptoeing, allowing the leaders to get into whatever rhythm they want. And right now, he won right now. But looks like Winkfield is catching up. He's got a 6-second gap now. It used to be 7.1 when he came out of the pits. Is SB going to come into? Yes, he's going to come into the pits right now. Yeah, he's going to get some fresh tires on that bad boy.
Gosh, I'm right there with you, Marvin. That Remington number 16 Chevrolet Camaro there of Aaron Espy. He had the pace here tonight, but it's going to cycle back around to the number 23 machine. It's going to be the one, the only Andy Berry back out to the race lead. I believe that is that number the Toyota Camry excuse me, that I'm not right here. God dang it. That's Aaron Espy. He's back off the race lead here, but here comes number 8 as well as we got Alan Zupoff. I don't know. My race graphics are all over the race lead, are all over the place right now, but Winkfield, I'm showing with a 4.2 gap over Joshua, as well as Colin. He is only 5 seconds back. I wouldn't count out these top 3 from the race lead, as well as these pit stop strategies, Marvin. We're going to continue to see a little bit more grip with a little bit more long run strategies.
Yeah, as the time goes by, the clock keeps ticking. Laps are going down. These drivers, those who have pitted, they should be good to go on tires at least, but those who didn't take any tires right now are currently going to feel the effects. But looks like Winkfield, he's good to go. I mean, he already got tires. Shoaib is 4.2 seconds away. It looks like he's slightly making a reel back into Winkfield as we look at the 27 right now of Christian Barnes, and looks like we have a new fastest lapper of the race, which is going to be Andrew Allen in the 96 machine, who's currently in P6. So don't count him out too much yet. I know he's got a big distance between himself and the leader, but anything can happen, as I'm also looking at Colin Bollinger in the 53 right now, entering turn 1, lock up the rear brakes as he approaches the S's.
Also, Brent ran into the pits right now as things are going to continue to cycle back out and around. But how about Rayshawn? He's going to continue to lead us up through here, the S's. This has been an immaculate run here tonight so far for Mr. Rayshawn Winkfield, as well as the 23. I wouldn't count him out so far. I mean, the 23 is Rayshawn, but excuse me, I wouldn't count out so far Andrew. He is right there behind the number 69, although it's only 4.6 seconds behind that Wendy's machine. He has definitely showed he has the pace here tonight. He drives it a little bit deeper into the braking zones, compromises a little bit on exit, but continues to gain just a little bit of time on our race leader, Colin Bollinger, of course, the one, the only driver, number 53. He continues to sit P3 here tonight.
Yeah, folks, this is one of those things where it's going to be a cat and mouse game all the way up into the end as we go to 21 laps to go. Colin Bollinger, remember, he did have a mishap before, and it cost him essentially what could have been the lead, but he's still making his way back up to P3, 9.8 seconds behind the leader, which is about 5 seconds away from Andrew Shoaib. But hey, anything can happen. Rayshawn Winkfield could get caught up in traffic. It could cost him first place, or it just affect the distance between Andrew and Collinger, where they could reel him back in. Remember, folks, drivers, we are sharks. If we smell blood in the water, we will pounce. We will fully attack. So don't count out these drivers just yet.
Continuing to turn laps here from Watkins Glen. Once again, looking at the telemetry at the bottom of your screen, we're going to push 150, 160 heading downhill into turn 1. That is just asking these drivers to possibly send it a little bit too deep there as we're hop on board at the number 96 of Allen. He's able to get that down and slowed down into turn number 1, 2, and 3 up to the S's here. That number 96 Chevrolet Camaro, Moza on the front hood as well as quarter panels. He's showing some pace here tonight, but with no cautions left here tonight, Marvin, we're running out of opportunities for, at least if you're not our race leader, for Shoaib, Bollinger, Barnes, as well as even P5 down there to make a little bit of a move late in this race.
Yeah, absolutely, Sean. I'm looking at right now the telemetry and the times right now. Andrew Allen has been the quickest driver out on the track. He ended up taking his lap back from the leaders from Winkfield. So right now he's 57.5 seconds away. It's a stretch. Anything can happen. Rayshawn could get into an accident with one of the lap down cars. Andrew could compromise. He may make a mistake. Colin Bollinger, same thing. Nothing would surprise me currently at this moment. Anything could happen. And quite frankly, it's anyone's game right now. But right now, Winkfield, he's taking charge of the lead right now. He's taking charge of the race.
Gosh, you saw Andrew Allen with a hard contact with that outside wall. Hopefully didn't end up bending that left rear toe link for that Dr. Pepper number 53 Toyota Camry machine. Of course, Batman on the rear panels of that number 53. But as we continue to see some nice racing action here happen here tonight, Andrew, he's continued to show some pace. He started, matter of fact, our front row of the race. It's unfortunate as he's right now dropped back to P6, as well as, well, now we have another driver down into the pits. This is the driver of the Black Diamond Designs, number 92. Ford Mustang. Alex Pollock's going to bring it down into the pits this time. Only 19 laps to go left in the race.
Yeah, 19 laps to go. Time keeps clicking down. Time is going to run out for these drivers. Looks like Andrew Shope, man, he's right there. As long as he can maintain consistent pace.
Oh,
what happened there? What happened there?
we got one around. Holy guacatoolies.
Oh, looks like the 27 we're looking at right now, the Domino's Pizza Machine of Christian Barnes. Man, I'm hungry right now because I'm looking at pizza and I'm looking at Dr. Pepper for a nice, refreshing drink, which I think they do sell at Domino's, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, folks. But, hey, we're looking at right now, number 27. Not bad run. Top 5. Stayed out of trouble.
We got another spin. Joshua Thomas goes around on the racetrack right now. I'm not sure. Sorry to cut you off here, Marvin. I'm not sure if that was the number 29. I think it was the number 29 who had gone around just a lap ago. He's going to keep it on the racetrack, though, but I don't know. Joshua Thornton, he's continued to fight for some pace here tonight with just a few laps ago. Here's the first replay of it. A little bit of a tap there within that front nose, but as we continue to see him keep it out on track, he's fighting for a grip in that Red Bull. As here we go once again, not going to formula drift it hard into the inside wall this time.
Oh, looks like, man, I feel so bad for him. Number 29, that's a beautiful machine. But I think that front splitter damage from the first incident might have affected him coming out of that corner. There's no grip. And yeah, it's, man, when you ask that much out of a kind of a semi-slick track, 600 horsepower, instant torque, body damage with no aero. I mean, you're just asking for trouble there. It's not Martinsville, not Bristol, where really aero is not that big of a play there. Oh, we see the 29
again.
Lose it again. Oh man, yeah, it's bound to happen, folks. If it was a smaller track like Bristol or Martinsville, where you can beat and bang, front end can come off. I mean, Dale Earnhardt's done it, Jeff Gordon's done it. It's bound to happen. It can happen, and it wouldn't work. It wouldn't matter there. But Watkins Glen, higher speed, you need all the aero you can get so you can put that traction where it counts on the road.
So right now, real quick, a little bit of a rundown from our front runners. We got, of course, Rayshawn Wingfield in the race lead. We got Andrew Shobe as well as Colin Bellinger rounding out our top 3. Christian Barnes is another driver we really haven't mentioned here tonight, number 27. He's having himself a really nice run here tonight. Got Aaron Espy as well as Andrew Allen. Got Joshua as well as Michael, Adam Holston, Robert McKay. And that number 88, remember a couple spins here tonight for the number 88. He finds himself back and around in the top 10 spot. Joshua Thornton, Brett Wright, Brett Wren, Zach White, Reggie Kine, and so on and so forth. But all of these drivers, they continue to bull it out and have really nice battles here tonight. Here's Allen going once again, 96 versus the 88. Dances down and around the inside line of that long and never-ending carousel. Door quarter clear for that Andrew Allen machine.
Yeah, I'm looking at Allen. I'm looking at Allen right now. Oh, what happened there? Colin Bollinger just hit the wall out of the bus stop, and oh my goodness.
Oh no! Oh my!
Wow!
Oh my days!
What happened
One of
here?
the
Coming out
fastest
of
cars on track, other than the number 96 here, backing up through the S's. What do you see here, Marvin? It looks like through the bus stop.
Yeah, it looks like the bus stop. Looks fine to me. Okay, no problem there. No problem there. No problem. Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's what, 4 times tonight for different drivers, right in that same corner.
That exit of the bus stop. If you, these suspensions are very stiff. So what that means is that as soon as it hits a bump, these curves, they'll come out and bite you. So what happens is it's so stiff, it bounces the car. And as you're trying to get that millisecond of turn and trying to set up the next turn, it's too late. The suspension is already essentially like a spring. It just launches you. And with this track being a little bit as slick as it is today, I mean, it's just going to send you right into that wall, and there's nothing you can do. Not even the fastest reaction time in the world could do anything to save it. You literally would have to be a mind reader and set up everything differently before that would even happen. So, yeah, I feel so bad for him. Rough day for him, but hopefully he can walk away with a top 10 finish. Andrew Allen looks like he's now sitting in P5, and I think he's gained about 2 seconds. He's gained 2 seconds since the drop of the green flag and got his lap back. You remember, folks, he did get his lap back.
That Moza number 96 Chevrolet Camaro here tonight he won the only Andrew Allen. He continues to find some pace. Remember, he started up on our front row. He started P2 here tonight. He is running, of course, in the 5th position right now, but I don't know. With 14 laps to go, there's definitely, I think, a little bit of time if possibly Ray Sean as well as Andrew up there in P1 and P2 start to make a little bit of a mistake. But I mean, regardlessly speaking, though, the points run tonight will be immaculate as we have a car smoking out here in front of Allen. Will that be a spot, or will that just be a car a lot down? Ford Mustang hard into the outside wall.
Oh, looks like Pollock in the number 92 AMSOIL Ford Mustang. He is smoking. I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah, it looks like that left front toe link. Yep, nothing he can do there. Smoking. Probably some engine damage. No choice but to bring it on pit road, get out of the way of the leaders, and hopefully continue on with a green flag. What happened there? Looks like he's already wrecked. Okay, looks like. Yeah, what?
He's already
there?
a barbecue machine out there, smoke pouring out the rear end of the black diamond designs. Not only Ford Mustang, but as well as the
man,
the race replay sponsor. He has seen better days.
Oh yeah, he has. And one thing that I looked at when we were looking at the replay before the wreck, I did notice that the left front tire was caved in a little bit. So he must have had an accident prior to that, and that just added to it.
Well, we only have 13 laps to go here, Marvin. We're going to continue to see Ray Sean, Andrew, as well as even Christian start to go at it here up for our top 3. But remember, we still have strategies going a little bit of a long ways here in this race. 23 up out front. The 69 Wendy's Toyota Camry makes their way up to P2. That AMSOIL is having a really nice run as AMSOIL finds themselves into a few different race engines here tonight, but as well as Allen. Once again, we were just talking about him. Andrew Allen works his way up to P5. We got contact. We got one spinning into turn 1. I believe that was the number 23 going out and around.
Yeah, well, it was right in front of Allen as he's entering turn 1. Let's take a look at the onboard camera here. Oh, smoking, locked the brakes. And that was it. It was just the brakes. Man, Trent, turn 1, you got to keep an eye on the brakes. If you lock up the brakes in turn 1, carrying all that speed, trying to slow down a over 3,000-pound machine, it's just not going to work. You're hitting 150 miles an hour, and it's just going to lock up the brakes. There's nothing you can do but just spin around or pray to the racing gods that you just make it out in one piece.
Aaron and Andrew back to the battle for P4 here between the number 16 and the number 96. 2 Chevrolet Camaros. Here we're going to look at the number 96 of Andrew. Sit it down the inside. Nice passing zone there. Door quarter clear for that Moza machine, but don't quite count out here, Christian. He's going to continue, the number 16, as he's going to continue to show a little bit of pace back down the front straightaway. That's going to be Aaron Espy. He continues to fight for that P4 and 3 spot.
Absolutely. I'm very impressed with Andrew Allen's speed right now. He's definitely made up a few seconds of a gap. Don't think he's going to have enough time, but at least he can make what would be a catastrophic day into a great day. Top 5 finish for Andrew Allen. I mean, you never know. Anything could happen. As we look at the number 23 Busch Apple Crisp machine of Winkfield. And looks like we got some strategy potentially. Number 27 of Christian Barnes is in pit road.
Christian Barnes heading into pit road, the fast 40 miles per hour down into pit lane. Alex Pollock says down there in YouTube land, don't show that. Too late down there, Alex. And keep you a great race going here. But as we hop back on board with the number 27 Chevrolet Camaro Domino's machine, they're going to have a quick stop here tonight as we continue to approach just 10 laps to go. This is Barnes. Nice fast stop. Finally takes their quick repair. They're going to have a little bit more aerodynamic speed, downforce to work with here from Watkins Glen, as well as I believe we had one more driver down there back with them. But 27, once again, that is Barnes, showing some really nice space here tonight from the Glen.
Yeah, Barnes is doing a great job maintaining that third position right now, but do not count out Allen. The reason I keep mentioning him up is because he's right now looking at a P3 spot. If he can maintain, and as long as Christian Barnes does not make one mistake, Christian Barnes could keep third. But if he makes a mistake, Andrew Allen is right there, ready to capitalize. As we see the number 69, Andrew Schob, Wendy's AMSOIL machine in pit road.
We're going to have to start to watch this pit stop strategy here as Winkfield, Schob, Barnes are top three runners here, but as well as, as the pit stop strategy continues to play a factor here tonight, we're going to have to see who has the pit stop strategy, who has just maybe a little newer set of tires down there in the pits. AMSOIL machine back out onto the racetrack, but so far we got Winkfield, Schob, Barnes, Allen, and Espy leading our top five. Don't count out. How about the driver in the number 6 position, Michael Cole? That snap-on number 48 machine we've seen time and time again here tonight. He sends it. He is a couple tenths of a second faster down there into the bus stop. Suspension going to work here hard and heavy for the number 48 Chevrolet Camaro.
As we're looking at number 48, Michael Cole. We're looking at our leader, Rashawn Winkfield. He's in pit road right now. I think he's just going to... What's the strategy here? I think he's going to get tires or maybe just a splash and go of fuel. He's got enough of a length of gap where he can do anything he wants right now. But hopefully on that outlap, if he keeps it together, he'll be fine. But little mistake, that could be the difference between first and second right there. Andrew Schob, he's looking currently 16 seconds away from first. Looks like he gapped it just a little bit more there, and Rashawn, he's already out on the track.
Gosh, you talk about a mistake there, not only within pit lane, but is it a mistake within the kind of strategy call there for our race leader? Sure, we saw Rashawn, he came in with a little bit of a gap there compared to the race field, but once again, remember last pit stop strategy, number 23 Busch Light Apple machine did not take tires. This pit stop strategy, of course, why not, right? Rashawn, he's not going to take tires once again. But with that 15-second strategy call, will we see enough grip within these Goodyear Eagles? Here, once again, back to Cole. Oh, we're hearing, we got the cops down here. We got a driver speeding on pit road. I believe, if I'm hearing that right, it's going to be driver of the number, is that the 48 that I'm hearing from DJ? Excuse me, the number 8. Not 48, but the number 8 himself, Adam. Oh, if you're an Adam Holston fan, this driver had quite a bit of pace here tonight, but down and through. Going to have to make another pit stop here tonight. Domino's machine also making this delivery happen fast here for the number 27, Christian Barnes. He's having himself a top 3 run here tonight, coming to 7 laps to go here from the Glen.
As we're looking at Christian Barnes right now, top 3 position, he's looking really good right now. Only 5 seconds away from Andrew Schob in P2. And looks like Andrew Schob maybe made about a half-second time between himself and Winkfield, but I think it's just going to be a little too late as we go down to 8 laps to go. Winkfield already cleared the bus stop. Andrew Barnes approaching the S's, approaching the bus stop onto the entry. And it's going to be a good day for Barnes, I think so. It's going to be a good day for him.
Good day on the track. Good day in the points there for P3 running 27 Chevrolet Camaro. Big loose there in the bus stop. What a save. Somehow, some way able to fight. Another day for Christian Barnes. Trying to reel in Andrew Schob. Rashawn Winkfield, our top 3 runners at the point. How about Andrew Allen? Once again, another fastest lap time here tonight. But quite frankly, he's got a long way to go, a long time to get there. He's going to have to do what they say can't be done, is the one, the only Andrew Allen. There you see telemetry on the bottom of your screen. He continues to sit 5th place right now. Nice running within the points here tonight, but with no cautions left in this race. Only local cautions. It's going to be a hard run for Andrew Allen to make his way back it up here, as well as we're going to look at a little bit of side-by-side. This is the 27 versus the 8 that are starting to go at it here within the S's section of the track. Of course, if you're just now joining us, though, we got the number 8, I believe, a lap down. That's Adam Holston, giving that point by down our back straightaway.
Yeah, as we look at Barnes right now, he's approaching the bus stop. Clean. Keep up the momentum. Nothing to do, nothing to prove right now. This driver has been very consistent, getting 2nd and 3rd the majority of the time of the season. If he keeps this up, he's just going to be right there to win any of these races very soon. I will not count out Barnes to win a few of these races before the season ends.
Shoot. Great call there, Marvin. Remember last week there at Iowa Speedway, there the one, the only Christian Barnes came home with that P2 finish. He's knocking on the victory lane here, finished tonight. Only 6, coming to 5 laps to go, but I don't know, man. A 14.5-second gap is a little bit to work with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. With 6 laps to go, it's going to be too much to ask for. Unless he's powered by a jet and just flying through the track, it's not going to happen. When we look like right now, the number 23 of Winkfield, he's just coasting, probably maybe ordering a Domino's pizza right now as he's going to make his way. With a Busch Light? Yeah, with a Busch Light, slam that Busch Light, chug it down with a little bit of pizza, celebrate with him and his team. Hey, all good. Very well deserved for number 23. But hey, I can't count my chickens just yet before they hatch. 6 laps to go. Anything could happen.
Yeah, that's 2.5 miles per lap, 8 turns per lap. You could get a little bit of a lockup. You could send it a little bit too deep. And, next thing you know, you might have Andrew Schoeb right on your back bumper. 14.5 seconds to work with, though, and then 4 seconds back to Christian Barnes, therefore that's top 3 spot. Back and looking at number 24 here once again, remember Brett Wynn. He had an incident earlier on in this race. Matter of fact, a couple of them. But right now, Brett, he's able to work his way back up to P12 here tonight. He's having himself a really good run. And right now, we got a couple laps left here tonight. I wouldn't so far count him out even a top 11, top 10 spot. Playoff points continue to be important here in the Cup Series here tonight from the Mystic Racing League.
Yeah, it looks like right now, as we're talking about Brett Wynn in number 24 car, he made up 1 spot on that last corner, so he's going to be hunting down for a top 10. I will say 5 laps to go, he's going to get a top 10. I guarantee it.
Put your money in the basket for the number 24. He's shown 11th right now. He's got a minute to work with, but I would so far count him out of it. And I mean, pretty much the closest gap on track right now, at least within one of our front runners. Well, I mean, to walk you through it here real quick, Rayshon Winkfield, Andrew Schoeb, Christian Barnes, Andrew Allen, and Aaron Espy rounding out that top 5 running spots. The cream is starting to rise to the top here with 4 laps to go here at the AMSOIL 201 here at the Glen. We have seen some really nice pace out of some drivers. We saw some drivers take a little bit of a quick pit stop here for some damage repair as well as pit stop strategy. The number 77, a little bit of an instant earlier on in the race. They continue to run, give those point buys here tonight. But Zach White is having himself a nice run here tonight, almost within that top 10 in that Ford Mustang.
Yeah, Zach White is looking right now pretty good, about the 12th spot, so it's a top 15 spot. And I did make a mistake, folks. Brett Wynn, number 24, he is 7 laps down, 4 laps between himself and the top 10 finish. More likely it may not happen, but hey, it's still a good run considering the adversity he had to overcome early in the race. So still not bad. Top 15 finish for the number 24 machine.
Nope. Zach White, hey, apparently he's low-key the GOAT, and don't tell Alex Pollock. Well, we just said it out here in the broadcast. It might be a little too late. Alex, shield your ears here, buddy. It's only 5 going to 4 laps to go, but laps continuing to tick off here, as well as we get a little bit of strategy, both as well on the track, as well as, hey, a little bit of mental pit stop strategies there. You saw just a little bit of friendly competition here. But how about Rayshawn Winkfield? He played that a little bit of alternate strategy earlier in the race. Bush Light Apple machine no longer sold in stores. We got lime coming at you next in a few sort of states. I don't know. It looks like Rayshawn's kind of been the driver here to beat tonight, as well as Andrew. Andrew, a 14, call it 13 and a half second gap there to P1.
Yeah, Winkfield definitely played a different strategy right now, and he's just coasting. I do notice that the number 69 machine of Shob is catching him 3 seconds quicker than what he was a few laps back, but I think it's a little bit too late unless something happens with Winkfield. He's doing really good. P2, not bad. Keeping that Wendy's AMSOIL Toyota Camry with all fenders intact, staying consistent. Looks like he picked up another 200ths of a second, and he's going into turn 1. Rotors glowing, trying to keep that 69 machine intact and come home to a P2 finish.
Joshua Shob, he's got that goat on the rear bumper of that Wendy's AMSOIL number 69 Toyota Camry. Right now, it's still, Andrew. I don't know why I keep doing that. Apologies. Andrew Shob with that goat bumper on the rear end. He's continuing to try and reel in our race leader, Rayshawn Winkfield, but within that 14-second gap, it's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. Right now, matter of fact, folks, I am showing, I don't know if this is wrong here, but at least on my end of things, only the top 4 within our lead lap. Coming to the white flag here tonight just to make this all official. Rayshawn Winkfield, there you see Barney going to work, waving that white flag loud and proud. Andrew Shob, Christian Barnes, P2 and P3. Rayshawn's, he's just got 7 more turns, 2.5 miles to work with.
Final lap, 1 more lap to go for Winkfield as he goes up these S's into the treacherous bus stop at Watkins Glen, and he's just got about half a track left to go. He can coast it right now. He can kick up his feet. He can do whatever he wants as long as he keeps it all together. No mistakes from Winkfield so far, and he looks like he's going to go into a victory here as he approaches the final corners of this great track.
Coming down that final back straightaway here at Watkins Glen. White flag is out here for Rayshawn Winkfield, Andrew Shob, Christian Barnes, our front 3 runners here for the moment. But it's going to be the Bush Light Apple machine. Ozzy, this one's for you. Mama, Rayshawn Winkfield, he's coming home. Checkered flag is out here at Watkins Glen Road Course. It's going to be Winkfield who conquers it here tonight. 23 to victory lane.
Winkfield takes it, and he is locked and ready as we see P2. Andrew Shob, number 69 machine. Great run, hard charging, second place finish, followed by Christian Barnes and the number 27 Chevy Camaro Domino's Pizza. Hey, I would be enjoying a nice slice of pizza right now for that podium finish, the third place that Christian Barnes has made.
Andrew Allen, Aaron Espy, Michael Cole, Joshua Gillen bringing it up home in that front 7th running spot. Here we go, back on that back straightaway once again, that number 96. Just looking to make this all official here tonight for Andrew Allen. That P4 running spot, bringing it across the checkered flag here tonight. Mama, he's coming home off the rails, off that crazy train, right off of the top 3. It'll be Andrew Allen across the line, bringing Andrew Espy right there with him. Oh, my God. Alrighty, well, we had Mach 2 there into the entrance of turn number 1, but we'll stick with here. Rayshawn here as he makes his way back and across the whole. He's going to bring it back around here to burn this puppy down. Marvin, what did you think about this race here tonight? We know that Well, you bring it to us on the road course race from Mazda MX-5 Cup cars tonight. A little bit heavier action with these NASCAR next gens.
It was a lot of fun, Sean. It was enjoying it. I had a lot of fun watching these Cup cars battle it out. It was all over the place. You had the Lears, what you think who were going to win this. You had a little bit of everything, underdogs, everything in between. It was a great race, clean racing, a lot of battles throughout the track. Every lap there was something happening, and as we watch Wingfield burn it down in front of the fans here at Watkins Glen. Congratulations, Wingfield.
We'll be right back with you up here in the booth. Take in this sight and sound of this burnout. Ray Sean, burn this puppy down. Winner of the AMSOIL 201 here tonight, Ray Sean Wingfield, going to take the checkered flag. Stick with us here on Ballin TV. We'll have driver interviews here in just a few moments' time. The AMSOIL 201.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head to head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Alrighty, welcome back here into Ballin TV at Watkins Glen, where we have had the AMSOIL 201, 82 laps of racing. Ray Sean Wingfield will come away with the checkered flag here tonight. Andrew Shobe, Christian Barnes, Andrew Allen, Aaron Espy rounding out that top 5. How about Michael Cole, though, rounding out that top 6? Joshua Gillen, Adam Holston, Robert McKay, Joshua Thornton rounding out that top 10.
And as we're looking here, we're looking at Zach White, 11th on the number 77 machine, followed by Alan Zukoff, Reggie Kime, Brett Rinn, Colin Bollinger, Jarrett Knopsnyder, Alex Pollock, and Evan Janik, rounding out that top 18.
Jose Medina, Gino Villanti, as well as rounding out the top 25, Brad T. Nelson, Andy Berry, Stephen Gill, Caleb Hunt, David Moyer. We appreciate all the drivers who made this possible here tonight, as well as every single one of you down there in YouTube land. For a matter of fact, right now we are with our top 3 runners. This is Sean Stam up here in the booth. Mr. One, the only, Ray Sean Wingfield, you got yourself a copy, man.
Yes, sir.
All righty, Ray Sean, walk us through your race here tonight. Walk us through that strategy call. It's going to end up finding victory lane here tonight.
Started on the pole, which was pretty good. I led the first, I think it was almost the whole first stage until pit stops. And then at the end of the first stage, should have came home with the stage victory as well, but then fortunate with the lap car there, trying to get back on the track. But, at the end of the race there, we had to pit twice, and it was me and Colin over there in a chat. We were just kind of worried that somebody's going to jump us on fuel, but just thankfully that didn't happen. So we decided to run it dry the first time and then split the second fuel run in half and take no tires, which worked in my favor. at the end there to help me build a bigger lead than I had, and just had to hit my marks and make sure I just didn't mess up the car.
Well, Ray Sean, my goodness gracious, especially with the track conditions here tonight. Marvin and I did not think that that would be the case, but you're able to get the long run strategy here to work for you tonight. Ray Sean, real quick before we let you get going, who makes this all possible? Who would you like to shout out here tonight for your race win?
Shout out to Colin. Unfortunately, what happened to him, I know he was pretty fast, and I thought it was going to be pretty fun watch between me and him at the end there. Shout out to Brandon for putting these races on. Shout out to y'all for broadcasting these. Shout out to my guy who made this beautiful bush apple paint scheme. My boy Daniel Plant Smith. He makes all my paint schemes, all Colin's paint schemes, and yeah, that's about it.
Well, thank you, Ray Sean. Race winner here tonight, possibly even, I'd give it to him, paint scheme winner of the race as well. Congratulations, Ray Sean. Don't celebrate too hard here tonight, buddy. With that, I'm going to throw it down to Marvin, and he is got our P2 driver of Andrew Shobe.
Andrew, this is Marvin up at the broadcast booth. Do you copy right now?
I do. How's it going?
Good, man. We'll watch your performance here out at the Glen right now. It looked like it was between you and Winkfield. But walk us through. Give me your thoughts about how the race transpired from the beginning towards that end.
Yeah, it was a fun race. We had a lot of good drivers go out early. Some fuel strategies and tire strategies came into play there, so kind of separated the field up. But yeah, just really looking out for Wingfield. Wasn't too worried about the guys behind. I felt like I had the speed on them, so kind of just cruising, trying to save and see if I could close that gap on him, but couldn't make it happen.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looked like a good battle there. Tell me, Andrew, was there anything that you think you would have done differently throughout your run, or that you could have done that try to catch up to Wingfield?
Yeah, we got in a little accident early on, and I think if that didn't happen, we could have gotten up there a little more. But reality, he was quick. You really got to risk a lot to push these cars. It's easy to spin at that speed, so try to take a more reserve line and hope he made a mistake, but it's how it goes.
Yeah, it's definitely how it goes. It's a lot of chess playing there. It's a little bit of action. So yeah, absolutely, Andrew. And tell us, do you have anybody do you want to shout out that makes all this possible?
Yeah, absolutely. Got to shout out AMSOIL. Sweet decals on the car today. Black Diamond's design for making the car. And I got to shout out the 5-Star Racing guys. They helped me out a lot tonight with tire fuel strategy and keeping it on the track. So appreciate them.
Nice. That's P2. Andrew Shobe in the number 69 machine, taking it home. P2.
Yeah, buddy.
Congratulations, Andrew Shobe, on your P2 finish. Sean, stand back up here in the interview room here where, Christian Barnes, you got yourself a copy, man.
Is there?
Christian, goodness, man, you are making us hungry up here in the booth tonight. You're battling hard, trading some paint here. That number 27 will end up seeing P3 here tonight. Walk us through the driver's seat out from behind the view of the windscreen here tonight. A little bit of beating, a little bit of banging. You'll bring it home third place.
Yeah, I felt I was being told someone was kind of like not really spotting, but like he was watching over, telling me some times and stuff like that. And for that second to last run, he actually told me that I was, decent pace, and I was actually slowly catching the top two. I don't think I would have caught Rayshawn, but I definitely thought that I could have caught up to Shobe.
Andrew.
I was definitely catching him. I was a little bit faster than him, but Andrew Shobe. But I got to a lap car and 9 laps down, and he earlier in the race he raced me not giving room, and then going to the bus stop he lifted really early, and I barely got to the back of him, and he decided to race me dirty the rest of the way until I finally got around him. So it lost me way too much time, and there was just I ran out of time, and I was pushing really hard, and I spun it. And after I spun it, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna just keep it on the track, finish third, and so.
Gosh, I hate that for you, Christian, but at least you'll have your wits about you. You'll bring it home in our podium finish P3 here tonight. Real quick, excellent driver helmet. Got that Stormtrooper action. And Christian, before we let you get going, who makes it all possible for you, man?
I want to thank Alex Pollock for the paint scheme, and I also want to thank my team, Waterforce Racing, with Gavin and Brad.
All right, we appreciate that so much, and we appreciate once again all the drivers and all the fans that have joined tonight here on Ballin TV. Thank you all so much, and well, with that being said, next week, make sure you join us here tonight. It would be, well, Friday night, August 1st, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, coming at you live from the Daytona International Speedway. Gonna have speeds of upwards of 190, 200 miles an hour. We have speeds of upwards of 160, 170 going into the bus stop here tonight. Marvin, before we get signing off here tonight, is there any sort of last thoughts that you sort of had from Watkins Glen here tonight? The cup layout, it was so much fun to watch, but we'll be back from the Super Speedway next week. My name's Sean Stam. We got Marvin up here in the booth with that co-host action, the AMSOIL 201. Marvin, any last minute thoughts you got there, man?
Man, this was a great race. I had so much fun. Thank you to DJ. Thank you to everybody at Ballin TV. Appreciate the invite. Sean, as always, love, co-announcing with you. I'd like to say this track is one of my favorite road courses on the NASCAR circuit. Typically when I arrive here and I drive, I use the boot layout, so that IMSA style layout, which is a little bit technical, but I love this a little bit more because I love the action of carrying the speed right in the backstretch after the dog leg. It's a lot of fun, but yeah, it was great watching these drivers, pull around those heavy cars, fast pace. You had action everywhere. Couldn't ask for more.
We appreciate you, every single one of you, joining in tonight from the AMSOIL 201 at the Glen. Appreciate Whiplash Shimcams for providing us on our great coverage here tonight. DJ, you did a great job tonight here producing, as always. This has been the Outlaws. Goodness gracious, the Octane Outlaws Sim Racing Series, coming at you live from the one, the only virtual Watkins Glen Raceway Cup layout. We appreciate every single one of you coming in here tonight, joining us. Sean and Marvin up here in the booth, DJ producing here, things behind the scenes. We appreciate every single one of you. Go ahead and drive those virtual race cars home safe. We'll catch you next week live from the virtual Daytona International Speedway. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you once again for joining in on Ballin TV. We'll catch you next week. Thank you all so much.